welcome back to Cosmic Express. I'm Dear Darling, and all aboard we're about to depart, where last time we are on we're on this level. Okay, sure. Oh no, it's this level. Every time I see this level I'm like, no. Okay, I've got to do something different surely than what I'm doing. I don't even remember what I've been doing is a problem. Like the problem which we've now gone to this level is I've remembered it now in my head, so I inherently have biases every single time I open it up again. Is this literally the only level we got left? I didn't realise this game was coming to an end so soon. I need to actually get started on a thumbnail art, I suppose. That's probably this weekend job. I've got to do 2 thumbnail arts, but that's fine, you know. But I think both series coming up have relatively simple thumbnail arts, maybe. At least one after this one is. And it's not as puzzle focused, so you know you can look forward to that if you want, or not. I don't know. I guess it's up to you. I don't really know what to do. I forgot even where we're delivering you that. Okay. I feel like this must be the first move, right? It just doesn't make sense. How do we deliver to that one? But we can't do that because that does. What if we picked up these two? Picked up one, delivered one. What if we picked you up, just like this, and then picked you up? I don't know. This is hard. Why is it so difficult? It just really feels like I don't have enough space. Which is ironic because we're surrounded by all of it to actually do these deliveries. I feel like I'm being very reductive in what I'm saying this time around. Mainly because I'm just like, we've done this level so many times. You can go back to like any of the past like 5 episodes where I've been talking about this level over and over again. I'm not even sure what different approach I can use. So I guess, does this even work? 1, 2, 1, 2. I mean, I guess this does. But it's not like we can get out again. So that's probably not the solution. Maybe the solution does involve somehow going here first. I haven't worked out how yet. No, because that's impossible to deliver to now. That's why I was like, I can't go this way first because I can never deliver to you. So it basically means that the way we deliver to you, it has to be a pass through and deliver, or it has to be like a hook round. What if we did... What order do we want to pick these two up in? What if we did this? Hold on. Pick up you, deliver you. We kind of want to do that, but we also pick up someone else, right? How can we pick you up first? And then pick you up, then deliver you. Then go around the outside. But then we can't get out again. Is there... I really want this to work out, but it just unfortunately doesn't quite. We'd have to do it this way round because we go pick 1, 2. Pick you up 1, 2. But this blocks off this exit, which is pointless. Well, I shouldn't say pointless, but suboptimal. No, we had to deliver you a long way. So what if we deliver you now? Deliver you now. Oh my god, is this it? Hold on. Did I just do it? We had to deliver it last. Oh, that's a crux of that level. And I can see we do actually have another final monolith level. Hold on, let me look at this a bit more. The crux of this one is we had to deliver it last. And the intriguing idea of we had to pass through here with only delivering it to it once. I don't even know if I tried anything remotely like this in previous attempts. But you know what hinted me on that I felt like, bleh. You know what spurred me on to feeling like I was on along the right lines? It's because we did this little delivery thing with this one, like, I can't remember, like 2 episodes ago or something. I didn't say it at the time, but in my head, I was like, that feels like it's promising somehow. Because it just feels like a sort of gimmick they use in like one of these levels to be like, oh, you got to do a little sneaky thing to deliver one of them first individually. I don't know why I never tried just to deliver one of them over here to begin with. As a very sort of puzzle level solution, after you see the answer, it feels so obvious. But right, okay, so we have 2 more monoliths. Oh man, this level is such a nightmare. I'm gonna be honest. Solving this level once was pretty fun, but doing it over and over again is just. It's the thing is, it's too big and open-ended, so I'm just like, oh my god, I'm like exhausted looking at this level. Oh, I cannot actually believe that this has a solution after blocking off those 2, and I cannot believe how perfectly this game has lured me into getting both my solutions blocked off. You know, like the first solution I did hinged on this, and then they blocked it off, and now this one hinged on this, and they blocked this off. How have they managed to like corral me into this perfectly? It's impressive, I would say. Okay. Let's think about this. You know, let's have a reminder. You know, interestingly, how do we ever play the earlier versions of this level again? I guess there's no need to once you have the other solutions, but still. Okay, let's follow this through. Here we pick up purple and orange, and we deliver the inside purple orange, and we go pick up green purple. I think that was a crux last time, was picking up green purple rather than purple green, and then going deliver. And going cross country, deliver, and then doing this loop-de-loop thing to go into a portal. And now, okay, now we just forget all that. That's no longer a solution. What do we do now? I don't know, but let's see how flexible we can get this start off. You know, what if we started roughly the same and did this? And then what, you might ask? Well, what if we then did this? And then what, you might ask? Good question. Don't have an answer for you, but we can do this? No. Why don't we do this? If only we had a little bit more space here in the middle. So we could do a loop-de-loop and get out. Unfortunately, we can't. What if we did a loop-de-loop over here instead? This is a bit too similar to the previous solutions, but it does seem like, I don't know if I'm just like reading too much into a pattern, but the fact that the first one and second one both relied on delivering these 2 first makes me think that probably this one, I should try at least a few solutions delivering this one first. But I'm surprised how easily this level, the second solution translated to this first solution. It almost works. It's just this doesn't work, and because of the order we picked up, green and orange. But maybe we can at least see it run and then spot a potential weakness. No, not this time. Where can we squeeze out a bit more space? This feels like it should be ripe for more space. So we want more space here. So we want this to basically be shifted along. I guess it's more surprising we haven't used a teleporter at all yet. What if instead of doing this delivery, we actually just did this delivery and did an orange-green, purple-green. Well, we delivered everything, but unfortunately we can't get back out again. It's an interesting idea though, delivering this side first. Maybe we can cross-country it? The reason we probably can't cross-country is I don't know how we get back here and out again. Unless we can... I don't know, I'm not really convinced by that. You know, we're only in the beginning throes, I suppose, of trying this level. We can go a little bit experimental with it. You know, try some weird things, see what sticks. I mean, whether or not this is the actual solution or not, this is a strong start doing something like this. It does feel like we need to actually use this as an escape plan. Some kind of like... Do you think there's ever a solution where we pick up the other green and purples first? I mean, maybe. I don't think I have a good enough reason to write it out entirely. So what if we try to... deliver you first. I guess we could deliver you through the portal. What if we went through the portal first? I don't know if it's even necessarily better to go through the portal first. Or not, but my hunch is no. Or at least there's no significant benefit gained from going through the portal. These purple and orange ones are quite difficult to actually grab though. Is the one thing I'm starting to think about. Because of this, I remember this is a conclusion we came from after trying the second one, is that these big monoliths here are quite difficult to grab. Sorry, not monoliths. These two monoliths make these two quite difficult to grab. Because by necessity, we had to go into a corner to grab you, so we're probably grabbing you at the same time we grab you. Which means that this is basically a sort of pseudo corner, which we can't approach from up here. So basically, yeah, But I think that there might be some potential in trying to grab them in an order which is like purple, green, orange, green, purple, orange. Like, grab you two, go down, deliver, come back up and grab like you and deliver. Or you want to... Basically, don't grab these two together at the beginning. Maybe we can do it individually, but maybe it's just like even more finicky and finesse is required for it to work. I don't really know where to get started. I feel like I should just try experimenting, see what happens, but I don't really know how to experiment. It feels unlikely to me, mainly because we had to cross so much. Oh, we can't deliver to you now I think about it. We had to do so much back and forth. And I feel like the idea is to minimize the trips needed. So it doesn't really feel like it. Like that's feasible. I mean, it might be feasible. Let's not rule it out. It's just hard, okay? Excuse me, what to do? Again, it's with this level. It's so big. It's really hard to get started. Like... I've said, like, quite frequently, I think, throughout this game, I find this game quite difficult to get started in puzzle-wise because it's like, too open-ended to a certain degree. There's, like, too many things you can do, which makes, you know, these levels, like, be impossibly difficult with the amount of possibilities you are given to begin with. It does have some very nice consequences, like this one, the fact that you can solve it sort of, like, 3 ways, like a obvious, like a... not obvious way, but an easy, medium, and difficult way. These restrictions sort of corral you into that, but it is very hard to know exactly what I could do, except for just, I guess, try things. But if it almost feels a bit fruitless, it sort of feels like I'm doing things quite aimlessly, which I am. I'd like to point out, I am doing things quite aimlessly. I have no idea what I'm doing. It doesn't make any sense. It's interesting that they give us like a gap here in the middle. Like this gap here is necessary enough to solve it. I wonder how they actually come up with solutions or conceptions of the ideas of these levels. How long do you sit at here trying to attempt like a level like this before you go, okay, I think this level might literally be impossible? Presumably they must do it kind of like backwards on a solution or something. I cannot imagine you basically sat here being like, okay, I mean, maybe you created like this space and then put like the mechanics in. It was like, okay, where can I afford to put space aliens and still have this level be possible? Or maybe they like solved it using like a computer or something by brute forcing it. I remember it was like completely unrelated, but there was like this other game which had the concept of like taking turns to solve a puzzle, and I think it was like a snake which grows, and it was from this developer who put in like a thing on each of the levels being like, this is a minimum amount of moves needed to solve it. And then he was just like, because he was like such a perfectionist or something, he was like, is that actually like the minimum amount of moves needed? So he like programmed something to basically like brute force every single possibility of movements up to like the certain length of what he found as minimum solution, to see if it actually was a minimum solution or not. And then like the last one was so complicated, it had so many possibilities that he actually had to like borrow a supercomputer or something for a little bit to run the program to discover that yes, so he had the minimal solution in the first place. It's utterly hilarious. I can't imagine you can do that with well, I don't know, maybe like algorithmic search patterns have gone better ever since then. That was like early 2010s maybe. I think I saw that post or something. So maybe there have been advances since then. Maybe computers gotten just like faster in general. So I mean, computers have gotten faster in general, but you know what I mean. Anyway, they probably didn't brute force all the solutions, I would have guessed. See, but the thing with the second and third level, second and first solution to Nova 7 is the fact it wasn't particularly surprising, the solution. The solution basically every time has been the form, deliver these two, deliver one of these two, deliver one of these two. It's just sort of like finicky, I think, to get the answer. Which leads me to my next point. I wonder if a solution for this one is like weird. Like, instead of delivering these two to the middle two, you like deliver this one, then deliver one, and then hold the purple one for ages while you go around and pick up some of the others or something. Like, is it something weird like that? I don't think it'll be a mechanic of holding on to one and picking them up later, picking these up, like forcibly not picking up one because the train is full, mainly because there's not enough space really to do that. You can only really pass this area like once to pick up these aliens, so that's probably not happening. But maybe with some like weird like delivery patterns which might emerge. I'm just doing the same thing, but the thing is, I don't know how to not do the same thing because it's so restricted. Do you think I could teleport and do a delivery? Maybe with a bit more space, I could. Imagine I got out, came through here, did that, then I'd have to go in there to deliver again. I can't go across country again because I don't have enough crossover points. So basically, the way to make this work would be I'd have to use this as a crossover point. That's difficult to conceive, or to believe even. I'm not convinced by this solution. I think the problem with this sort of thing, the problem with any solution that might be of this form, is the fact because we have two pillars here already, it's so restricted in the middle. We've got to be very careful about when we go through the middle. And doing it right at the beginning, I think, when we have the most room to play with. I mean, I guess fundamentally it doesn't matter if it's at the beginning or the end, but we need to think about what is going to pass through the middle here. Which routes are going to pass through the middle? Because they're the ones which matter the most. I see. I don't really think that's true the more I think about it, but I don't know. What if we just didn't use a portal at all? Do you think there's a solution like that? Maybe. Obviously not going to be that, but still. It's evocative. No, I mean we can't just block things off is a problem. But because it's so easy to block things off, actually, now I'm thinking about it. Like, we can never do anything of this form. It would have to be through a 4-way crossing. It feels like that must be the final move. Surely. I'm not really sure. Oh, it's 20 minutes. Okay, I need to round this episode up here. So, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Cosmic Express. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Twitter, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.